And we're live! Welcome back to Let's Do Bonsai. I'm Scott Winard. This is a trial to see how the live goes. Spring is here, the sun's out, it's really bright. I'm struggling to look at you because I'm kind of looking into the sun. And it's really just a bit of a catch up and go round. This is all going to get emptied later today. I'll set a couple of videos up so you and time lapse it so you can see that happening. But everything is growing and budding out. You know, we've got through the winter and it's now into spring. We can see things are growing and we've lost tops of trees. But I've just got everything everywhere. My walkway is totally full. So I need to sort that, and I've discarded grow pots and all sorts of things that are just chucked down. So survived. That was a pyracantha. That's not enjoyed the winter in here. But other things are budding and need a bit of work on. There's a stick of a horse chestnut there that's got a great big bud. In this pre-bonsai area is out. We're have some disasters and things have surprised me and come back. Some more pre-bonsai there that came out of people's gardens. They all need to be looked at as soon as possible. The Indian catalpa trees don't look to be doing much this year. They were the ones that I grew from seed. We got all 10 germinated, and yeah, I don't know whether they're gonna do anything this year, but we'll see. A lot of the other things have got buds on, me seedlings that we grew from the kits, and they're budding out and growing. They just need a lot of time and attention to look after them. The big jade that we're going to repot is been sat in the walkway. Some of the pines down there that we did from kits, they're all going to want sorting. Some more jades just down there. What have we got? We've got a few bits. The ginkgo cuttings, you can see they're budding out. I thought they weren't going to make, but the larger one is budding out. The stick is budding out in a few places, and then the top piece has got a bud coming on top. But they're growing. Fantastic. Grown as always. Some of the leaves on them have died away, but it all needs tidying up. We're going to make the forest with those this year, and then we've got some other pines and things that we grew from seed that are growing in amongst those jades over there. What else have we got? Do we need to venture outside? The two water butts that collect from the roof level of all of this, they're both full, so we've got plenty of water. The citrus trees, not looking great. They've been getting eaten by something. Citrus tree up there, and there is another one floating around somewhere, but we'll bring them all together. And if we, the elm sat there budding and leafing out really nicely. The automatic grass cutting device that I got is doing really well out there. She'll hate me for saying that. The horse chestnut is budding out again, doing really nice. I do love the bait. £40 from the South Yorkshire Bonsai Society. It's about 40 years old at least, so £1 a year, we can't go wrong, can we? As we look around, we've got the larch that I acquired. Liquid Japanese larch there that I got from the Doncaster car boot back in, a couple of years ago. And for 20 quid I couldn't not have that, and that's budded out all the way up. Because we've got some privet, and this has got buds on, but it's not popped yet, but it will do. The oak is full of buds. That one's going green, so they're going to explode very soon. going on. We've just dodged past the lawnmower, sorry about the noise. And we've got another Acer in this corner that's waiting for me to do some work. And then if we get back up here, I've got to empty all these beds this weekend. That's what you're going to see the work carried out on. So there's all this pre-bonsai material that needs to start becoming bonsai. The Acer there that was trimmed all the way back, some pines, etc. The Mugo sat in there. Looks like we've lost a couple of branches, which is a shame, but it'll probably do us a favour in the long run because it's natural selection and gets rid of that. A bit of a privet stub there, some trees absolutely fine. What else have we got? Sticks in pots up here, the horse chestnuts, lots of other little seedlings, and all the redwoods doing really well. New growth on just about everything. It's really, really good. We've got some green here on whatever that was, so hopefully that'll be. And then we've got some of the trees that are just either going to come back to green or they're going to go like that one where it's basically died off. The ilex doesn't look like that's going to come back, and the beech, it's got all the buds on. It's always a late developer, that one, and that'll come up. A couple of the pines from seed, probably a week or so, that one. Pete's just investigating to see what's going on. We'll just nip up the side of the house actually while we're here. Pete, get back through there, go on. We'll just nip up the side of the house because we have a couple of water butts. These were the original water butts that were installed when I was borrowing Kay's greenhouse when I didn't have an area. They're full, so that's good. A stump there that was cut back, doesn't look like there's anything growing off the trunk, so that'll go away. But if we go up here, I got myself a few bits from my back garden. A chap on Facebook Marketplace, if you look on Marketplace and look for my back garden, he's knocking out lots of trees and bits and some interesting stuff. And I got myself a few things which I should have probably taken these out of the bags, but there's some interesting movement on some of these trunks. And then on this, there's a nice bit of foliage and something to work on, and I'm not quite sure what that is, so somebody might be able to tell me. We did try and use the plant app, but it wasn't having it, it wasn't telling us anything. Okay, so they're the newbies. Venture back down through and onto the back garden again. So there's the beds again that have, by the end of this week, will be cleared or they'll be in the bin. So I'll get them sorted. The twisted hazel contorta, that's growing as usual. It never really does a great deal, but it's there and it's growing, and you know, we'll give that a bit of something. And then the Belgian trees, all looking very well, growing. The pinus there, growing really well. The juniper is okay, that was only €75. It's got some really nice movement in there, that's going to be really nice. The stump that I got doesn't appear to be doing a great deal. What is it? It should be a Zelkova, I think. But I can't really see any movement on it, any buds or whatever, but we'll give it the spring and the summer and see what comes from there. The privet, courtesy of Rob Atkinson, thank you Rob, that's budding lovely, that looks really good. Pyracantha, that's doing okay. and then just round behind the door here, there's me redwood or deadwood. That's all budded out this year, so it's coming up really nice. And the field maple that I bought from Rob when he came and did the show, that's all growing and budding out really nicely. It all needs a good watering, so that's my next mission. So yeah, let's quickly snip back in here. With everything that's in here and the mess and the state of what I've allowed it to become, I've really got my work cut out for me. And as always, I leave it all till the last minute, and then it's all got to be done very last minute, and lots of hard effort and graft. I'm just about to go off and watch John Wick 4, so that's what, 3 hours long or however long it is, so I've lost 3 hours there. So I'm not really going to get anything done today other than watering the trees and getting some sort of idea of what I'm going to do. But yeah, you know, what can you do? We'll crack on with it. We'll get it done tomorrow. I'll set some cameras up and we'll, like I said, and show you it all being emptied, cleaned, all the floor being cleaned, all the rubbish being picked up, and so that we're working with a nice new setup to go through the year on. So that's going to do it for this experimental live stream. As always, I've been Scott Winard, but get out there, make the best of the rest of your day, be kind to each other, animals and the planet, and as always, I'll see you again in the next one.